Hey there, connoisseurs. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also, the channel that was created by a retail investor for retail investors and home to the best MJ community. In this video, we're going to be discussing investor fatigue. It's a real thing. Don't drive yourself crazy. This is not going to last forever, right? This bear market has been brutal. It's been almost 4 years. It's not going to last forever. The industry isn't going away. MJ just isn't going to cease to exist unless every company in the planet and every plant just sort of, disintegrates and just evaporates into the ether. Well, this medicine and this medicine of the future is going to be here in 5, 10 plus years from now, right? So again, this is just boom and bust cycles. We were talking about this in the Pow Group private community today, and I know it's a real thing, right? Investor fatigue, you get frustrated, you get downright angry because you see other, the broader market SPY hitting new all-time highs again today after a 50 basis point rate cut. There's more expected. We should be around the little over 3% by, spring of next year potentially. And MJ just isn't going, and it's because it's a popularity contest, right? It's just not in focus right now. It's big tech, it's crypto, it's AI, it's electric vehicles. So we're going to discuss all this and more and how I maintain a level head and just the importance of trying to be diversified and trying to keep being diversified and trying to keep a level head and understand the psychology of markets. Before we get to it, though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Also, you can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And fun fact, they're actually launching XTV to compete with YouTube and the likes of Netflix. So exciting times. And I made this video over a year ago, and the timing was really irrelevant. It had nothing to do with time. It just said MJ bull run will be after alt season, similar to what happened in 2017, 2018, when MJ went on a crazy euphoric bull run. It happened around the same time that crypto ended its bull run. So when crypto entered a bear market, we saw MJ enter a bull market. And I think it's going to be a similar scenario this time around because crypto and big tech, the broader market, the everything bubble has been in a bull market for the last 4 years since March of 2020. And MJ's been in a brutal 4-year bear market. So again, this is why you want to be diversified. I've said this multiple times. I own more crypto dollar-wise than I own MJ. And I know what you're thinking. How the hell does this help me, Rod? You're just rubbing it in my face. What's the point? The point is this is going to happen again, right? We're going to enter a bear cycle next time. So this is why I cringe when people only invest in MJ stocks. And some people only invest in one MJ stock, right? And that to me is just baffling. Look at my MJ portfolio 2024 update that I just recently posted a couple weeks ago. I own a multitude of different MJ companies, right? And then, I'm diversified into crypto. I actually own more XRP, the cryptocurrency, more XRP dollar-wise than my entire MJ portfolio, not my entire crypto portfolio, just XRP alone. And I own about 8 different cryptos. So you can check out my crypto portfolio video if you want to see those. But just my XRP crypto alone is worth more dollar-wise than my entire MJ portfolio. Why? Because crypto's been in a 4-year bull market and MJ's been in a 4-year bear market, and I'm diversified, right? I think crypto offers more opportunity, from a sheer, market cap and the amount of money inflows. Like we're talking crypto's probably going to be 100 trillion, whereas MJ might be, a few trillion or something like that, right? Like it's apples to oranges. But percentage wise, MJ still will offer, similar percentage moves, right? Those 10x gains, those 50x gains, those 100x gains over time. But, there's way more opportunity in crypto, in my opinion. And again, crypto's on the verge of legislation. We could see it before the election. And then we'll probably see MJ legislation, right? Crypto's been at the forefront really since March 2020. And MJ took the back burner, right? And we're starting to see where crypto could get its legislation, its clarity, and then MJ will probably be shortly after. And again, I posted this video. Will the sector see more 80+% correction? So why am I saying this to be diversified? I'm not saying it to say I told you so or shove it in your face. I'm doing it to help you realize that there's going to be boom and bust cycles, right? There's going to be another 80+% correction in this sector until we start to mature, right? Right now, it's still illegal in the US at the federal level. You can't say that the sector has matured until at least 5 to 10 years after the US legalizes at the federal level. It will happen. Raj Grover mentioned on the earnings call as well yesterday that he believes that it will happen as well. Or a couple days ago. So again, federal legalization in the U.S. will happen, and then once that happens, it's going to be another 5 to 10 years for the blue chip phase, right? So we're still so so far away before we see the sector really start to mature and hit critical mass. So you must expect another 70 to 80% correction. So the best way that we can deal with, these market pullbacks is by having cash on the sides, by being diversified, not just in one MJ stock, but across multiple MJ stocks, not just in MJ stocks, but in crypto and big tech, AI, electric vehicles, you name it. So, for example, if we take a look at INSG, this was a name I called out to Pow Group private members, and I said I was buying it under $2. It hit $1.62 in January of this year. And just in the last 8 months, it's up over 10x, over 1,000%, right? So this was one, I actually sold it at over 600%, and I could have made 1,000%, yes, but 600 is still okay in my books, right? We're getting very, very extended. So, you have to be looking at other opportunities as well. And then DDD, I mentioned that I was buying this one under $2 as well. It hit a low of 172, 3D systems, so they're 3D printing. And this one, just in a week, is up 67%. So again, you have to branch out. You have to be not just looking at MJ stocks, right? And this could actually be an inverse head and shoulders here on the daily time frame as well. So you can't just be focusing on one. And it's no wonder people have investor fatigue, right? Because this is what they do. They did the same thing to crypto in 2017, 2018 into the bear market of 2019. After it topped, everything dropped. Bitcoin dropped about 70, 80%. And then, Bitcoin could be like looking at like an ETF, for example, as MSOS, right? Or some of the tier one names in MJ, like a GTBIF, for example. You can compare GTBIF, the leader in the MJ space, to say a Bitcoin, the leader in the crypto space. It dropped about 83%, right? So again, similar to Bitcoin, whenever Bitcoin saw its 2018, 2017 run up to the low of the bear market, it dropped about 83%. So then let's take a look at some other names like, ADA, Cardano. So from its high of 2017, 2018 to the low of the bear market, it actually dropped 98%. So you can compare an ADA to, say, any real name, essentially. You could say like a CGC or anything like that. So from its high of February 2021 to the lows there, down 99%. Some names down 97%, right? Tilray, same thing, high of 2021, down about 97%, right? So it's happening, and it will happen again. And that's why people get so much investor fatigue, because it's a brutal fall, right? Even MSOS ETF dropped like 91%. That's insane, right? And then look at HMMJ ETF from the highs of February 2021 to the lows, down about 90% as well. So the whole it's easy to get, this investor fatigue, and it's a real thing. And this is how people get knocked out of the market. This is how people capitulate. They say the market's not for me, and they're just staring at the price all the time, and they're waiting for the tides to turn. But like I said, it's a popularity contest right now. Big tech, AI, crypto, right? Those are the ones that are in focus, and it's not popular right now. There's no mentioning of MJ on mainstream media. Like, when's the last time you've gone to BNN, Bloomberg, or CNBC, or Fox Business, and you've seen an MJ article, somewhere, on the main page or the main headliner, right? It just isn't happening. So we have so many catalysts on the horizon, but ultimately what I think it's going to take, and time is relevant, it's when we have alt season, when we have that final blow off top moment on crypto, and when crypto enters monthly downtrends. We're still in monthly uptrends across the sector in crypto. Once they enter monthly downtrends, then that's going to be the go signal for a lot of these other sectors for money to rotate, because that's my plan. So if it's my plan, can you imagine how many day traders or other investors are planning the same thing? Once crypto tops out and sees that euphoric blow off top rally, I'm going to rotate my crypto profits into more beaten down MJ, right? So if I'm thinking that, imagine to what scale the rest of the market would be, right? And that money has to rotate and go somewhere. So this is why you have to be diversified. I've got 5 different properties. I own 5 different condos. 2 are long-term properties. I'm cash flowing a little bit off of that, but mostly it's just paying down the equity and paying off the mortgage, right? And then I have 2 other condos that are short-term rentals. One I live in, and the other 2 are short-term rentals. So Airbnb, Booking, Vrbo. I'm cash flowing on those properties, sometimes 300% over, sometimes 400% cash flow, meaning my expenses are around $1,000, and I'm bringing in anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month sometimes, right? So 2 of those properties at $1,000 a month, that's about $2,000 all in expenses. And some months I'm bringing in $5,000 to $6,000. Well, that's called double dipping. And then you're looking at the appreciation of the asset over time. If that starts to appreciate, well, you're double dipping. Not only are you getting the cash flow in the short term, you're getting the long-term appreciation of the assets. So you're double dipping in that sense. So you have to be diversified. I've also got mutual funds. I've got a large cash position to buy the dip and to continue to dollar cost average, right? So there's so many different things that we can do. I've got multiple different businesses, right? So you need to have that diversified mindset and not just be staring at the chart all day, not just be looking at MJ prices and what's going on in the rest of the sector and comparing it to this sector. The sector is in a brutal bear market right now. That'll change, and we just need to, change our mindset. This is only ever going to happen once. MJ isn't going anywhere. There will be a time where we enter another bull market, and there will be another time where we enter another bear market with 70, 80+% corrections, right? Those percentage pullbacks should diminish over time, but same thing to the upside. The more that volatility dries up to the downside, the more it dries up to the upside, right? Same thing with Amazon. You're not going to make 100% return on Amazon in a couple of months anymore, or in like a week or two, right? But you're also not going to see those 70, 80+% corrections on Amazon in a week or two. So again, we want volatility. We need to brace this volatility on the downside, because an 80 to 90+% correction means that we still have those 50 to 100x opportunities, which means life generating, generational, once in a lifetime opportunity, right? So we need to change our mindsets. But hopefully this was helpful. If you're feeling fatigued, let me know. You can vent here on this channel. Just let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Always love hearing from you. Hope you have a great day. Keep your chin up. Don't worry. We'll get through this together, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right. Hope you have a great day. Once again, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth, and we'll see you again on the next video.